Hello again and welcome to video 2. If you haven't yet watched video 1, What is Yoga? Please feel free to go back and you can access it on the site. Today we are going to explore the full yogic breath and the importance of learning to breathe correctly throughout not only your physical practice but also throughout your daily life. So the breath is something which is already there, which doesn't need much introduction or effort. However, as I mentioned in the previous video, sometimes we tend to speed up this rhythm and lose the natural connection to the breath. So if you were to look at a baby as they sleep, you will see that their breathing is flowing, their breathing is really expanding through their belly, through their chest, and it's a full breath in, full breath out. With us, unfortunately, sometimes when we are stressed out or we have moments of anxiety or just rushing simply to cope with everything, we tend to breathe a little bit more fast and a little bit more into the chest, which creates some problems for us in our physical bodies, but also in our mind. So linking the breath first to the physical body, let me just say that when the breath is moving fast and taking out a little bit of the natural way of breathing, then you're more likely to develop more stress hormone in the body. Okay, stress hormone comes to us when we are on overdrive, and it creates some kind of disharmony within the physical body. Okay, besides the mental aspect, there's also that physical aspect of feeling tense, of feeling tight around the shoulders, the neck, sometimes even the jaw, the muscles of the face, and even the head. So if you are one that struggles with headaches, if you are one that struggles with calming the mind and perhaps insomnia, it's going to be really important for you to understand how to reconnect with what is already natural. Okay, so we're not going to be forcing anything or pushing anything, but simply understanding again and unlearning what bad habits we have developed along the way with the breath. Okay, so within our brain, we have the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous systems. The sympathetic nervous system is what connects us to our fight or flight mode. So it's our survival instinct, it's our fire element, which connects us to going on and on and on, and making the wheels of the brain turn and turn. And most of us tend to live from a place of overstimulating the sympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic is the cooling side of the brain, or we can also refer to this as the feminine side, the one which allows us to nurture ourselves, to look after ourselves, to just slow everything way down. Okay, and if this is something which is very challenging for you, you can help yourself with the breath as well. Okay, so today we're going to practice this, the full yogic breath. So let's begin. Okay, so let's find a comfortable position on your mat. It doesn't need to be sitting cross-legged in this way. It can also be seated in a chair, or you can also lie down on your back. And we're going to begin by placing one hand onto the belly. And we're going to take the other hand onto the chest. Okay, so I'm going to invite you here to just close your eyes and begin to draw your attention inwards. Just let your shoulders go. And then you're just going to observe how the breath is naturally flowing through your body. So without changing anything in the breath, let's simply observe how the breath flows in and out. And then begin to observe whether you are breathing in through your chest, or whether the breath is flowing naturally in through your belly. Just take the time you need to just observe. We can use a visualization now of a baby as he sleeps. And as the breath comes in through the nostrils, see that belly inflating with the breath in. As you breathe out, see the belly drawing back down. So again, observing how the breath comes in through the belly and out. And as the breath begins to deepen, you will feel how it rises up from the belly into the chest. And with the exhale, the chest releases and the belly releases. The body is moving like a wave, breathing in through the belly, rising to the chest. Breathing out, chest releases, belly releases. Breathing in through the belly, rising up to the chest, maybe even the collarbones. Breathing out, the chest releases and the belly releases. And we carry on practicing this breath, observing how the body responds. If you're not feeling a response, maybe observing your resistance, and without trying to change it, just become aware of it. So I will leave you now with this practice. You can practice this full yogic breath at any time of day or night. And the more you practice it, the more naturally it will flow through you. And the more you'll be able to calm yourself down in stressful situations or just calm down your daily anxiety. We're going to be using this breath even throughout our yoga practices. So please feel free to watch this video over and over until you become familiar with the full yogic breath. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.